Hello. Part two of chapter one is today. Um, three main goals. Well, three trophies we're going after today. That should be able to happen. One is the deal 10,000 damage or more in one hit. Uh, which I'm told this second half of chapter one we can do that easily. And then there's the trophy for finishing the chapter, and there's the trophy for finishing the chapter with an S rank. Last time, it was Amnia's first day, so it's mostly just a side quest day. Uh, yeah, nothing too interesting happened story-wise. I think beyond that, maybe I'll be surprised. But for now, we're supposed to go and eat sweets, so let's start.
Hello.
Over here.
Thank you.
Thanks for the grub.
That's now 25 out of 150, I believe. Yep. So that's cool. That's what? For a sixth of the dishes eaten. Cool. And we are also on track. Sorry, while we are was here, I thought, oh, I should check to make sure I'm on track with the enemies, and I am. Treasure chests are also on track. Cool. Talk. Let's start here. I've been wanting to check the food check in more detail since we didn't have the chance last time. Not surprised a prim and proper private school student hasn't eaten at one before. You're too fancy for street food. I really want to try out their food. Welcome to Shino's bar. It's nice to see you, Vaughn. Hey, Shino, take out for me today 2 sorbets, extra caramel sauce. One moment. Yup, just as I thought. Is something the matter? Nah, don't worry about it. Thanks for waiting. Where are your sorbets? Vaughn received his order. I put an ice pack in there in case you don't get to them immediately. It should last around 2 hours. Thanks. Next stop's Durable Cafe over in Station Street. Should be about time to give that new latte of theirs a try. Of course, we can make up for this afternoon. Okay, they are 100% being followed. The question is who's following them?
Then let's head over.
They call it an Orville Cafe. Oh, that's great.
2 of your limited edition lattes to go. Coming right up. I thought you'd be pleased to see them in the menu again. Aw, shit. You mind having the same as me? Sorry, I probably should have asked. Oh, it's fine. I feel like I can trust your taste when it comes to sweet things. Ha! Damn right you can. They're not gonna follow us up to the second floor, huh? Sorry for the wait. Here's your lattes. Be careful because they're hot. Vaughn received his order. Alright, last stop's the flower seller in Old Town. To collect the reference we asked for earlier? Yep, dying to give him a try. Let's get going.
Then let's head over.
Alrighty then, time to hit up one last place.
Van? Why are we...
It'll make sense in a sec. Just keep following me.
Say, why not take some flowers? Say, why not take some flowers with you? I hope I see you again.
Love Give me a sugar rush.
Sorry, I'm. Hey, Vaughn, good to see you. Those new muffins you asked me to put aside turned out great. Awesome. I appreciate you doing that. Can I get two then? Sure thing. I'll have them ready in just a minute. Wait a minute, Vaughn. You don't think? Heh, you caught on, did you? What does that mean? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I don't sense anything suspicious, but we should still be careful. Thanks for waiting. I hope you enjoyed them. I really like how they turned out. Good to know. Thank you for making them. Let's make our way back to the office now. Best not waste too much time out here. Actually, can I quickly? Nope, okay.
And that's not the only one. Another traffic jam roughly 50 cells long has appeared on the highway to Tharbad due to a truck rollover.
Oh, that's cute. Should I make my move? Continue the story, yep. Oh, it's the Jaeger girl from the beginning of the game.
Where'd they go? They're just gone. How?
Got some speed on you. Gotcha!
Is everything okay, Van? Huh? How adorable.
Oh,
The hell? A kid?
I can't believe I let a civilian get the better of me. You knew I was tailing you and led me here on purpose, didn't you?
Well, I knew I wasn't gonna lose you, so this was the next best thing. That was a form of active camo using shards. Same kind of thing Ramdas can do, just works different.
You can do that with shards too? You are the real deal, huh? Actually, even realer than real. Glad I decided to come, even with what Abby said. Abby? If I recall, that means...
It's father, from a dialect in the Central East. With how fast you are and the way you're dressed, are you... Wait a minute. I think I just realized something else.
What's wrong?
How are you a Jaeger in the Kruger Corps at your age? You're one hell of a girl.
What?
very Al.
I'm the eldest daughter of the warriors of Kruga's vice chief, Farida Al-Fayed.
Hi.
I came here to ask for your help, Mr. Arkwright. Could we go somewhere to talk?
This is my first time hearing about the Warriors of Kruga. Yeah, this is the first time they've got mentioned in the series, I think. So you're from just below the Ishgal Mountains in the Central East?
Along the northern edge of the Central East, yeah. We see ourselves as, and live a lifestyle befitting of, warriors. We revere flames and the goddess Arusha.
Their whole tribe forms one major core that serves to rep the whole Central East. They're very proud of value their traditions, though, so they won't take on any jobs they deem immoral. And if you're surprised people so upstanding would let the kid fight, well, me too.
Oh, please. I'm not a full-fledged warrior like Ubby yet. But it's nice to hear you think of me as one.
Innocent little thing, isn't she? Yes, she strikes me as being very pure of heart. Excuse me. So you're looking for another Jaeger Corps, is that right? One called Eisenshield? They're another famous high-ranking corps in Central Zemuria. They work out of the free cities to the north and got a lot of former soldiers in their ranks. Fairly decent group for the Jaeger Corps too. They take care of their city's defenses and stuff. That's interesting. I didn't know there were so many different kinds of Jaeger Corps.
We've clashed against the Eisenshield a lot over the years. Our last one was around a couple weeks ago in a proxy war against them. We eventually settled that and both sides left the battlefield. But from what I've heard, one unit of the Eisenshield's Jaegers still hasn't returned home yet.
Huh. And you're sure they didn't take on another job on the way back, right?
We're sure. Their regimental commander contacted our village directly asking if we knew anything. Ubby, our vice chief, has been so worried that he's doing just about everything he can to find them.
Yeah, that so? Sorry, I'm a little confused. Didn't you say that both of your corps fought as enemies only a couple weeks ago?
I did? Why?
It's a Jaeger thing. Don't worry about it. Soon as the fighting stops, it's water under the bridge for them. It's not uncommon for them to be enemies on one job and allies on the next. How unusual.
I didn't mean to confuse you, but he's right. We don't bear them any ill will. The leader of the unit that vanished has actually always been real good to me.
Really? What kind of person are they?
Her name's Ida. She's one of the most capable Jaegers in her corps. We fought as allies and as enemies a lot since I first became a warrior 2 years ago. She also teaches me all kinds of things on our off days, or when our corps train together too. It would have been easy to ignore someone as young as me, but she's been nothing but a true friend. Or maybe even a sister. I already have an older brother, but if I had to picture what an older sister would be like, it'd be her. She's very, very important to me. So of course I wanted to join in on the search party for her, but they wouldn't let me. Ubby said it was because I'm still only 13 and don't know anything outside of war and our village.
Makes sense. So that's how you came all the way to Calvert? Because you couldn't give up?
That's right. I lived on my own and rode on buses and trains for the first time to get here. We know that Ida's unit came through Calvert on their way home. So if they really have gone missing, the odds are they're somewhere in this country. As for why I came to you, I've heard about you from the warriors in my village. They told me about a Spriggan in Calvert's capital who was willing to lend an ear to even Jaegers like us. This is a lump of Argem. Will this be enough to cover your fees for helping me find Ida? Don't worry. I got this legitimately through a job.
But that's... You kidding me? A lump that big could fetch around 100,000 lira, easy. Well, we can talk money stuff later. But just to be upfront, our rate's 1,000 lira an hour, excluding other necessary expenses. I'm not in the market for a 100-hour job.
What do you...
You don't have to make it sound like you're turning her down. You're still going to help her, aren't you? Didn't make it sound like an easy yes. This one seems like a little more trouble than we can afford to handle. Everything about it screams trouble, in fact. And we still got your case to work on too, so we can't just drop anything for some far off... What?
Huh? Your back is glowing.
Yeah, it does that. Great timing. My great-grandfather wrote that the 8 Genesees are drawn to one another. This is the first time I've seen it react this way, and that it just happened to do so now. Bah, wish I could chalk it up to superstitious fool, but
I'm not sure what's going on. It's really pretty, but what is it?
we have no idea either. Don't worry about it. It's a memento of my great-grandfather that has a special power, and it just might help us find Ida.
You really think so?
Easy there. I'm not going to commit to the job just yet. First, I need a better hold on the overall situation. Can you help fill in some gaps for us?
Oh, yeah, of course I can.
Well, there certainly is a lot of useful information. It's also fragmented that it doesn't feel like it will bring us much closer to finding what we're looking for. Unfortunately, I feel like it's only just starting to set in how big this country is. I knew it was big from looking at maps, but that didn't tell me just how many groups and forces were at work. Well, it's not one of the two big powerhouses of the continent for nothing. Hell, it takes the #1 spot now. We got plenty of core of our own based here. Then we got syndicates, mafias, and other shady groups and spies from abroad looking around every corner. I guess Ida would have had to conceal her identity while passing through here, which will make it even more difficult to find her. Don't worry, Vaughn's the perfect man for the job. He has all kinds of shady connections on call around here, don't you? Just all kinds of fine blurting that out now, huh?
Well, hello, Van. I've been expecting your call.
That sounds like... was a 50-50 chance it was you. You know exactly who my next client is, then, huh?
Indeed. Farida Al-Fayed, daughter of the warriors of Kruga's vice chief. I also know she wants your help in finding a missing Jaeger Corps.
How do you... I'm gonna say they've been on her ever since you arrived at the capital. The SIDS database isn't just for show. But if you know exactly what she's here for, then you probably played a part in why the Corps has gone AWOL, right? Is that really true? I'd be lying if I said it isn't. We got wind of their movements 10 days ago on their way back to the Free Cities via Calvert. As you well know, there are no laws that prohibit the Jaeger Corps from entering or leaving the country. However, we in the SID make it our business to know exactly what each Corps is doing while it's here. We also take advantage of particularly capable units to train our own Special Ops Division from time to time. Special Ops Division? Hercules, right? Heard it was given a serious overhaul after it screwed up against the Empire a couple years back. The core capabilities of each individual unit differ greatly even now, I'm afraid. All this is to say, we set one of our more promising units against Ida the Flame Eater and her core. I would note that the goal of this operation was to merely encircle her unit, not to engage in combat. And while the operation started off on the right foot, she managed to break through our lines and escape. I can't say the news came as any surprise to me, knowing the course she was in before. Yeah, I heard the rumors. Still, this was all 10 days ago? I understand the initial trouble that happened, but... she hasn't been captured since then, has she? That is correct. I'll send you our data on where we cornered her, but beyond that, I've told you all I know. Consider this my way of repaying my debt to you from the other day. I leave the rest to you. Hey, don't hang up on. Come on, they just had to stick your fingers in this pie, huh? So it seems. The city's covered's intelligence division, right? So even they couldn't catch her. She's so awesome. Way to think positive, kiddo. Well, I feel like we can narrow down where she could be now. Let's review what we've got so far again. This should do it. This is where the Sids tried and failed to corner Ida's core. After we eliminate where the Sids unit was, we can narrow down our escape route to 3 possible locations. Which one do you think is the most likely? With the surrounding terrain and villages, I think they returned via... Nice thinking. This route will open up 2, even 4 times the options to get back home. Plus, it makes sense they'd want to go through another country to get the Sid off their back. Now, if they took this route here, they most likely stopped off at Creole Village. Oh, hey! It's a farming village to the northwest known for its gorgeous rustic scenery. I've never been there myself, but it sounds like it rings a bell for you, Fairy. It does. Ida told me about it before. She said that public transportation is well built there, even though it's so rural, so it's a good spot to raise a farm. That I should come visit since the scenery is so pretty and the food's so good. I see. Oh. I think that settles it. Tomorrow morning we make for Creole. I can almost bet we'll find something there. You can stay up in the 3rd floor for tonight. I'll give a heads up to our landlords. September 7th.
Wow! Your truck is huge!
Oh yeah, she's a big girl.
Bowo 4, Ingert Nightbreaker pickup
Of the
truck.
4 big car manufacturers in Calvert, Ingert's got the best rep when it comes to sports cars. This here's the best one they ever made, and I went ham tuning her up even further. You can see what I mean at the front, and in the suspension system where I've...
I can't follow a word you're saying, but it sure looks nice.
I should have known you wouldn't be able to appreciate a man's one true love. You want to tell me why women only want to take guys as rides, but don't want to hear a word about said rides? Man. Careful painting on woman with that excessively large breast you got there. Even if it's true that they don't care about cars at all. Well, whatever tuning is, I'm sure it's made your truck look very cool. Yeah, just get in and be quiet before you make me cry.
What's all this whining first thing in the morning?
Oh, you're the kind people who gave me food yesterday. Hey, guys. Did you really come all the way out here just to see us off?
Yeah. Mostly for Agnes. And Fairy, but... Van too, I guess.
I heard
They
that.
also wanted to bring you this. It's got sandwiches, milk, and coffee. I'm sure you haven't had much time for breakfast this morning.
Nice, thanks. Oh, you really shouldn't have. Thank you so much. And after you did so much for me yesterday, too. I really don't know how to thank you.
Oh, think nothing of it. Making a guest feel welcome is what a good host does. You would do the same in your home too, wouldn't you?
Of course.
Kids your age gotta eat a lot to grow up big and strong. Keep an eye on them both, all right, Van?
Will do. And thanks for coming to see us off, Humes.
Have a safe trip. Wow, it's so fast! And it still manages to be such a smooth ride, too. I think I can see a little of why you're so proud of it, Van.
I'd really start to cry if you couldn't. We'll be out of the capital and on the northern highway in 10 or so. Then I'll show you how fast and smooth my baby can really be.
It can go even faster? Just try to keep it safe, please.
Still not sure you should have come along for the ride, Agnes. I know you've got 3 days off, but the new term started, didn't it? What, you got no work to do? I just didn't want to be the only one left out. The Genesees seem to be involved in this somehow too, so it could be there's a role here that only I can play. And I applied for permission to be off campus for a few days last night, so don't worry, I'm not breaking any rules. You thought this through way too hard. Artemis has always been way too lax with rules for such a big name academy. So if you're going to such a famous academy, why are you working for Mr. Arkwright? Is it a part-time job? That's right, I only just started though. And I didn't have much say in the matter. Oh, and Farida, Vaughn is fine. I'm getting paid for this, so you're my client. No need to be polite. But. Okay, but only if you call me Fairy. Sure, if that works for you. If you're 13, then you must attend Sunday school at the temple, right? Yeah, I started senior classes this year. They're a lot harder than what I'm used to. Oh, but the temples here aren't the same as the ones I know, I think. That's right, we have churches and chapels instead, so they serve the same purpose. But there are temples for worship in Calvert too. You got Arusha, the wind goddess in the central east, and Idios, the sky goddess, in the west. They're believed to be one and the same, even if their names are different though. She's even got another name if you go further east. Oh yeah, Ida told me about that. It feels like there's so much out there for me to learn. Still, it sounds like Ida taught you a lot. She did. Not just about fighting, but about different places across the continent, what's popular in those places. I know this will sound weird after I've already asked you to find her, but I still can't believe her corps would just disappear the way it did. They're all hardened Jaegers who have always been able to handle anything thrown their way. Your friend from the Cid called her the Flame Eater, didn't he? Yeah, pretty well known name among Jaegers. They say she uses surgical precision with knives and gunfire to cut through enemy morale and momentum. She joined Eisenshield 5 years ago after her old corps disbanded, I think. That sounds about right. She was in another corps?
She was. A really famous one, too. It was called Zephyr and was one of the 2 biggest Jaeger corps in the West. It was made up of a small number of combat specialists, the Jaeger King being its head. And Ida used to lead one of their units. But after the Jaeger King died 5 years ago, the whole corps fell apart. That was when she moved on to Eisenshield.
This is all so interesting. I didn't realize Jaeger Corps could have such a rich history. Zephyr's still around, by the way, just in a different form. But yeah, the rep back in the day was something else. I can't see someone who used to be with them going down easily. So you think so too? But if she's fine, then why hasn't she made contact with the rest of her corps? Yeah, all this is making my head hurt. Don't worry, we'll find her for you. Even if she isn't in Creole, I'm sure we'll find some clues that will take us to her.
You told us how deep your bond with her goes. That alone will surely draw the 2 of you back together. Where there's a will, there's a way. And Van and I have the will to find you a way. You mean it? Well, thank you. I'll be counting on you both.
Thinking about it, I might have had some indirect involvement with Ida 2 years back. She chose to go against your old home and help our side back then. It makes no sense that someone of her skill would just and vanish. And with its genesis maybe involved. There's got to be more to this than there seems. The only question is whether she went dark by her own volition. Wow, the scenery here is beautiful. Everything's so green. You don't get to view like this anywhere I live. Oh, there isn't much like this near the capital either. We haven't passed another car in ages. It makes it feel like we have the whole picturesque view to ourselves. That's how it goes on an old country road. But we're making good time. If we keep going like this, we'll be there in time for lunch. Is something wrong, Vaughn? Something's not right up ahead. Might be a kid, but you're not a Kruger warrior for nothing, huh? I'm gonna pull over. Be ready for a fight. Alright. That bus has been surrounded by monsters. Wolves, I count 6, 7, 8. Bah, I hate working for free. You can't say that. How can you stand by when there are people in danger? I know. Watch yourself if you're gonna pitch in. You in or you out, Fairy?
What do you think? I'm in.
What is that?
It's a rifle blade used in our corps. I'll use it to keep both of you safe. Now, may Arusha watch over us!
Okay then, let's do this.
Here goes! Right!
Looks like the gang's all here.
Beginning combat!
Your charge attack's ready, Pino.
Right there! Hands!
Hold it. That's a lot of enemies.
Got a whole slew of them. Time for the main event.
Okay, let's see if this... Yay! Trophy! That was the last of them. Huh, not bad. I already know how good Vaughn is, but I'm amazed at how fast you are, Fairy. Are all warriors a Kruger like that? And no way, I'm still a rookie. Most of them are much better than me. Your arts were awesome, Agnes. So is your staff. Oh, thank you. It's called the normal staffing. Come on now. Wish I knew what was up with those monsters. It was almost like... Hello, you three over there. Are you okay? We really owe you one. We had to pull over because of engine trouble, and the next thing we knew, we were surrounded. I have to say, you got some incredible combat skills. What are you, bracers? Nah, just ordinary passerby. You work for West Calvary Transport, right? Let me give you my card. Arkwright Solutions? And just a guy who helps people with their problems, not affiliated with the Bracer Guild. Even open to fight the monsters and stuff like you did just there, for a price. Wait. Vaughn? Hate to come across like this, but you would have been screwed without us, right? If you could let your company know that and have them foot the bill, that would be great. What, but the police or the guild would never. Well, we ain't cops or bracers, and you can't keep the lights on with a thank you. Not trying to scam you here, I just want a fair price for your services, or even escort you to town to finish the job. Wouldn't imagine you're in a rush to get attacked again on the road, are you? You got me there. This is so inappropriate. I can see where you're coming from, but I don't think it's inappropriate at all. Whether it's the water we drink or the security to see we're safe from harm, nothing in life is free. I suppose so. I wonder if everyone from the Central East has such a practical mindset. Ah, it's probably a Jaeger thing. Alright then, we'll hire you to take us down to Creole. And as soon as we arrive, I'll phone my boss. Sounds like a plan. Now come on, you two, back in the truck. Okay. Oh, alright.
I wasn't expecting that to be how this ended. That young man's most certainly caught my attention.
Okay, he's a bad guy, obviously.
Well now, isn't this a lovely village? It's like an idyllic painting. Rolling hills amidst clear streams, a windmill turning with the wind, and a touch of Middle Ages architecture. The white flowers we saw in the wheat field were beautiful as well. They were buckwheat flowers, weren't they?
Good eye. Fun fact, the village uses them in their specialty dish, galette.
Oh, I've heard of those. Ida always says they make for a perfect lunch treat. I'm excited to finally visit this place.
Anyway, that bus is gonna be out of commission for a while, so why don't we grab some grub?
I hear the inn over there has the best food in the village. While we're chowing down, we can ask if Ida's unit dropped by there. Sound good? Yep. Then let's go inside, shall we? Wow, this egg is amazing, and the buckwheat has a pleasant fragrance as well. Even the side vegetables are delicious. Montmartre has Grail's buckwheat too, but it's no surprise that it tastes even better here. Wait, they have orange and black currant galettes on the menu? Hell yeah, I am so ordering those. Oh, I think I'll do the same. I'll have some of those too. Maybe I'll order seconds and thirds. Sounds like you're all enjoying yourselves. Galettes are the pride of our village. No one makes them quite like us, so make sure you savor the flavor. And while you're at it, why don't you try some of the other items on the menu? Whoops. Oh, and you'll definitely want to try our desserts. We have some of the best caramel and ice cream you'll ever have. Oh, so many choices. Yeah, is it bad that I want to order one of everything? We got caramel and ice cream? I'll take 10 of each. Wait, hang on. We didn't come here to drown ourselves in food. We came to ask you some questions. You work here or not, right? Of course, my parents own the place after all. You serve the people in that bus, right? Well, fire away then. I'll gladly answer any questions you have. Cool. So I need you to think back to 10 days ago. Did any shady-looking people happen to stop by here? 10 days ago? I don't know if I can remember that far. Wait, actually, yes, there was a group of Jaegers staying here around them. I knew it! If you don't mind me asking, how did you know they were Jaegers? Did their attire give it away? Oh no, they were all wearing casual clothes. I just know a Jaeger when I see one. Our village is near the border of a few countries, so we get patrons like them from time to time. But as long as they pay their bills and don't cause trouble, they're just as welcome here as any of our other guests. I suppose that's fair. This village is probably treated as a buffer zone between Jaegers. Racers are always buzzing around like flies, and there's a police station here. I've got a question for you. Was there a woman with that group of Jaegers? Yes, I remember there being one. I believe she was the leader. She had dark green hair tied back in a ponytail. Honestly, I thought she looked really cool. Yep, that's Ida, all right. It sounds like we're on the right track. Do you know what happened to them after that? Like, did they say where they were headed, for example? Normally, I wouldn't share that kind of information out of respect for their privacy, but since you know them, I don't mind sharing what I know. They stayed here for one night and left first thing in the morning. I don't know where they were going though, and I haven't seen them since. Wait, no, that isn't quite right. Huh? What do you mean? Have you seen one of them recently? Yes, I think so, actually. I'm pretty sure I saw that same woman 3 days ago. For real? So does that mean she's still in the village? I think that's doubtful, and honestly, it was also pretty dark out when I saw her, so I might have been wrong. I didn't see any of your Jaeger friends either. You know, the more I talk it out, the more I realize I could have been totally mistaken. Sorry for getting your hopes up. Oh no, she's absolutely right. Don't be sorry, it's still a lead worth investigating. We should ask around town and see if someone else caught sight of her too. You've been a big help. I'll order one of the sweeter galettes later as thanks. I'll hold you to that. I won't pry into your business, but I do hope you enjoy your stay in the village. Alright, gang, it's in for gathering time. The goal is to determine if Ida really was here 3 days ago. If luck's on our side, we'll get some good information in no time. Fingers crossed. Alright, let's get started, shall we?
Okay.
Off we go. Got it.
Take as long as you need. I'll be waiting for you.
Thanks for the grub.
Nice.
Whew, I am stuffed. Love me a sugar rush.
Well, so next is strength plus 10 to everyone, and I think I'm going to hit that today-ish. Well, maybe not today, but soon. One of these days I'll remember what the buttons do what. Okay. I think the green triangle is a side
Hello.
quest, so I'm going to be doing that first. Okay, anything else in the good store?
So long.
It's to
Better
do.
launched.
Connection, canvas tote,
Thank you.
2 onions. Oh, do I have 5 drivers gained? Oh yeah, because Fairy comes with one. 10k damage dealt. Sextuple kill. Septuple kill. Octuple kill. Don't have to worry about that. One second. I'm gonna pause. Okay. Sorry, I have a checklist of things I'm working on in here for like trophies, and I was updating that. Go outside.
Whoa, that huge thing's turning just from the wind? I've never seen one of these up close in person before.
Okay. Oh no. Okay, that's all the optional stuff. To buy, let's do the optional side quest.
You must be
Oh, come and see if you'd like.
Oh, pardon me. I've heard that you take jobs like bracers do, yes? I've got a bit of a problem and I need some help. Would you be willing to hear me out? Sure, but bear in mind I ain't a bracer. I do a job if I feel like it. And I charge more than they do too. You good with that? Of course, that's as long as the price is still reasonable. Easy, doubt I'll need to charge you too much. It'll just depend on how complicated the job is. Thank you very much. You see, I'm stumped on what to do. I've been trying to make soba noodles and they're just not turning out right. Someone from the city like yourself might know what I'm doing wrong. Soba noodles? A dish made from buckwheat flour, kneaded and cut into noodles. I recall from a book that soba noodles are popular in Eastern cuisine, Far Eastern specifically. Bingo. You two ever had any by any chance? It's popular street food back in the capital. Has its fans for sure. Pretty simple to make, but it's got a really deep flavor and it smells like nothing else. Is it really? Dang it, now I'm hungry. I felt the same when the mayor told me about it the other day. So I figured I might as well try to make some myself for the Harvest Festival. Went around and asked the villagers for advice, and some of them do know about these sorts of recipes. But, well, it's been a bit of a flop. I haven't been able to get the flavors right. The Harvest Festival? I think I read an article about it in the paper. Right, now I remember, they celebrate every autumn, right? That would mean this year's is right around the corner. So, I ain't exactly a cook. I think that would be a big help since you have that point of reference. Hearing about new experiences from new people is really interesting to me. Thank you for hearing me out. Your thoughts, Fawn? She's eager for help, but you have to do all of them. Besides, it's not that big of a deal. One sec. Okay. Not really a job for a Spriggan, but we've got the time. Alright, I'll take it on. I always make sure to do the job right, so I want some good soba out of this. Oh, thank you so much. I'll do my best. I'm getting excited for some noodles myself. So where do we start with this? Good question. So you said you tried to make some and it didn't go so hot? What about them didn't come out right? Well, the flavor was off and so was the appearance. The dough turned out powdery when I was cutting it, like it wasn't put together very well. It took me so much effort to cut it that I just sort of mangled the dough. The result didn't even look like noodles. The outside was all soggy and wet, but the inside was still chalky. It didn't soak evenly at all. That implies something might have gone wrong when making the dough. Perhaps there's more to making it than ordinary bread dough. And then the flavoring sauce. I tried to mix it up and make a flavor more familiar to the villagers here. So I ended up using basil as my base. Ew. No. It wasn't inedible per se, but it just didn't seem quite right. No shit. Yeah, sounds like you leapt before you looked there. Best to stick to the recipe. Well, yes, you're right. So there's a lot to unpack here. But before we can dive in, we'll need to figure out how to make the stuff ourselves. So you said you learned about the dish from some of the villagers, right? Oh yes, mostly from Mayor Wang and Motona. They were a great help. Both can trace their roots to the east, so they had a general idea of how the recipe worked. Well, that's as good a place to start as any. Feel free to kill some time until we're done asking around. Of course, thank you for your help.
Time to start working.
Okay. Sit down, idiot. Topic. Buckwheat noodles. Bring up topic. Oh, you mean that recipe Giovanna asked about? Admittedly, I'm not too familiar with the recipe itself, but I know plenty about its ingredients. Buckwheat is my specialty. That's been passed down my family tree for generations. As millers, we know our wheat. Really now? That's wild. Guess I shouldn't be too surprised though, what with Gillettes being the big thing here. Yep. It was my family that first imported buckwheat flour to the village, in fact. So I dare say it's in my blood. So how do you make buckwheat dough? There are two main ways you can do it. The simpler way is to just use only buckwheat flour. That's called 100% dough. The second is to mix buckwheat flour with standard wheat flour. You can play around with the ratio of buckwheat to wheat, and that can change the dough pretty significantly. The most common ratio is 80% dough. That's 80% buckwheat, 20% wheat. So the way you make the dough isn't always the same. There's more to this than I thought. The more buckwheat you have in the dough, the easier it dries out. So working with the higher buckwheat ratios takes more skill, especially when you're kneading it. That's about the gist of it. Huh, lot more complicated than I gave it credit for. Thanks for the crash course. My pleasure. Give my regards to Giovanna, would you? Let's give it a crack and see what we come up with. Right. Okay.
Okay.
Saying that to get full SP, I need to grab something by the windmill?
Not this way.
Okay, didn't think it would let me go, but I had to check. Let's try talking to the mayor first, if I can find the mayor. Topic.
Let me ask you something.
Aw, is this about Giovanna's soba efforts? I'm sorry to hear that she's having trouble with it, but I do appreciate you helping her. I hope she gets the recipe just right. Well, the field's not my forte, but I make sure I always do the job right. You can leave it to us. Ha ha ha, that's the spirit, young man. As for the soba, I can give some insight on the sauce if you'd like. My mother was born quite far to the east. She became skilled at preparing their cuisine growing up. From what I remember, soba sauce is made by first preparing a base soup stock and then adding the flavor of choice to it. Huh, can you tell us more? The flavoring is a blend of various spices and sauces, usually local to the area. When the blend is finished, you mix it into the soup stock. Soba stock would traditionally use kelp or dried bonito to my knowledge. But there are many other bases you can use: dried vegetables, mushrooms, sardines, and the like. Really, anything goes, so long as it tastes good. So you can personalize the flavor of the soba that way? I see. But kelp and bonito don't appear to be common ingredients here. At least I'm not familiar with them. Probably bigger out in the east. I see. We can probably use stuff more common around here instead. So what should we make the soup stock out of? Giovanna mentioned basil? Basil would work in a pinch, sure. But I'm thinking if we want to really make the soba pop, we should get something stronger. Seafood's a good bet. We'll just need something we can find around here. Shrimp, maybe? Think we can get some of that? Aha! So tap in. Some of our merchants do carry that. Shrimp is common in Eastern cuisine, so you should be able to find some from specialty merchants. I think I have some in my house, in fact. If you'd like it, you need only ask. Perfect. Hope we don't go to raid your pantry, but if we do, we'll let you know. Nice, our ingredients are secured. Secured indeed. Mission accomplished. Thank you for your help, everyone. Oh, my pleasure. I see some wonderful soba in my future. Okay, that should be good enough. I think we have a good grasp on the subject now. So do we go back to Giovanna's now? Actually, I think we're still missing something. Oh, what would that something be? A secret spice, that's what. Nothing wrong with sticking to the basics, but I say if we're making our own, we put a little spin on it. Something off the beaten path, Maybe something that grows around here. How about local plants? You could probably find some stuff down by the creek. I'm not sure what you mean, but you sound really confident about it. I trust you on this one. Cool. If we don't find anything, no biggie.
Alrighty.
Okay, and now's when I can go over to the windmill, huh? Oh, look at this right here. It's a weed or something. Is it even edible? I don't believe I've seen a plant like this before. Yeah, this here is what's called a fresh ingredient. City slickers, take note. They aren't common in the Central East, so I imagine you don't see any out there either. Vaughn took the plant by the stem and plucked it. Now, Far Eastern spice recipes call for wasabi. And while this ain't the same thing, it's still called mountain wasabi and for a good reason. Heck, a hell of a kick. So yeah, this will do just fine. You shred this up, grind it into a paste, and then bam, instant winner. I see, so this is what raw horseradish looks like. Interesting. So is it similar to other kinds of radishes? Ooh boy, you don't want to eat this like other radishes, no. I'd still kiss your tongue goodbye if you do. Is it really that strong? I'm not the picky eater, I can take it. Now I may go to try horseradish and soba noodles both. I think that does it then. Let's bring Giovanna up to speed. Okay, let's go find her. Yeah, we picked up a lot of stuff from the villagers. Oh, thank you very much. If possible, I'd like to try and make another batch, and you can guide me as I'm making them. Would that work for you? Sure thing. Thank you. Let's move to my kitchen. Oh, heavens, I forgot. My house is just a mess right now. I'm sorry, could you give me just a minute to clean up? What timing? If you're in need of a kitchen, mine is ready and waiting. Oh, Mayor One. I thought I'd stop by and see how things are going. Good that I did. Best to strike while the iron's hot. No, you'd be welcome to use my kitchen instead of cleaning yours up first. Oh, thank you so much. I'll gladly accept. Let's head for the mayor's house then. I'll just need to stop by my house real quick to grab some cookware and ingredients. Sure, we'll help you carry whatever you need. This is getting really exciting. I do look forward to these noodles we'll make. Well, make yourself at home. My husband told me you'll be borrowing our kitchen. Help yourselves to whatever you might need. We'll be upstairs if you need anything from us. Let's hesitate to bug us if you run into trouble. I'm looking forward to seeing how your noodles turn out. Thank you so much. I promise they'll be worth the wait. Now then, we have the kitchen and we have the ingredients. All that's left is to put it all together. Just let me know if anything seems off to you. I'm counting on you. Sounds good. Glad to help. Ooh, I can't wait. So first and foremost, the dough. I remember that you can use 100% buckwheat or you can substitute wheat to make a ratio of your choosing. At the time, I figured the more buckwheat the merrier, so I just went all in on it with it. So you went for 100%? I did, yes. Should we stick with 100% dough then? Not to be pushy, but I think a lower ratio would be better, like 80-20. Potona was telling me about how 100% dough is really tricky to work with, dries out before you know it. So adding some standard wheat into the mix should help when you're kneading it. I see, well that does make sense. Let's go ahead and do 80% buckwheat then. Now to knead it. Oh goodness, you're right, it's so much more hydrated than before. This is much easier. This should hold up better when I cut it. I think the ratio really was the secret. Smells good too. It's looking great already. I'm excited to see the completed dish. Right, onto the sauce now. I think the stock was where I went wrong last time. I tried using basil and it didn't turn out very well. What would you recommend instead? Let's try using shrimp this time. Harris said he had some in his pantry. Don't imagine they'll have a problem with us borrowing some, as long as we offer them a bowl. Shrimp? I see. Let's try that then. I'll go and find the shrimp for her. I'll keep an eye on the pot for when it starts boiling. Vaughn and company made themselves busy helping Giovanna with the noodles. Under their watchful eyes, the dish was finally assembled. Oh, now this is superb. The smell alone makes my mouth water. So these are proper soba noodles. I've never had them before, but they look scrumptious. Hehehe, I'm flattered. I couldn't have done it without all your help. Now, let's see how it tastes, shall we? Hell yeah, man, I'm starving. Thank you for treating us. Thanks. Vaughn and company dug right in. Oh, wow. It tastes really funny, but in a good way. It's delicious. Can I have seconds, please? Oh yeah, the hint of shrimp with the earthy tone from the buckwheat. That right there is a winner. 5 stars. I vote him down again. I can really taste the natural flavors in this dish. This is almost like a sample of the entire region. You mentioned this was a Far Eastern recipe? This stands out even among them. It's unlike anything I've ever eaten before. I really wasn't expecting the flavor profile to be so complex. It turned out simply wonderful. This does bring me back. The taste is always so comforting to me, no matter how long I go between bowls. I dare say you've mastered this recipe. Make sure you try some of the horseradish too, hey? It's freshly shredded, so it'll really light up your taste buds. Oh, good point. I might as well give it a try. I wonder how it might complement the noodles. You told us just a little bit, right? I don't see the harm in adding a little more. I can take the spiciest of Central Eastern recipes, so this'll be cake. What is that? It's not just spicy. I can't even taste the noodles anymore. I really don't like that. I prefer the noodles by themselves. Goodness, this is strong indeed. I imagine that's to do with how fresh it is. It's acidic at first, but the aftertaste is quite pleasant. I can see the appeal. It's just an acquired taste. Yep, it's a very mature flavor. Not for the faint of heart, but once you try it, it hooks you. You don't like it though? That ain't the problem. You can just have it as it is instead. The buckwheat's plenty flavorful on its own. Why like it just lost the fight? Vaughn is quite a seasoned eater, isn't he? There's something admirable about it. I need a break from the talking. Thank you so much. I'm glad I was able to do the recipe justice. Now I just need to practice it so that come festival time they'll be even tastier. Looking forward to it. I'm glad I got to try Far Eastern cuisine for myself. This really was delicious. Thank you very much for the meal, Giovanna.
Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys.
Love to see it.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Okay. 5 side quests done, huh? More secret mass. I might as well. Go to the store first so I can exchange all the Cephas mass I got for Mira, as well as
What do you need? There you go. Thanks. What do you need?
Plugins.
There you go. Thanks. What do you need? There you go. Thanks.
Okay, talk. Welcome. Oh, you must be the traveler I heard about. How can I help? Anything you need done with your ornaments? Maintenance, maybe? You just leave it to me. I'm no greenhorn despite what the boss says. Thanks. We might hit you up for that in a bit, but right now I want to ask you some questions. You recall seeing a band of Jaegers come around 10 days ago? The Jaegers? Actually, yeah. I think I saw the boss talking to this Jaeger-looking girl. That would have been what, the night before last? Yeah, pretty sure. I'm guessing she needed work done on her weapons. Or some supplies, maybe? No, I think it might have been something else. She asked to borrow our truck. So I think she was doing some hauling that night. Hauling what? I don't know. Yeah, that is odd. Coming out alone under the cover of darkness just to haul stuff around. I know, right? It made me awfully curious. At the time I thought, like, maybe she just needs some tools or equipment or something. Maybe for fixing up their guns or other stuff. Good to know. Thanks. The people at the inn said she came through 3 days ago. But then she came back the following night because she talked to the factory owner the night before last. Okay. So, you were the guys who saved those passengers. You have my thanks. No problem. Hey, if you mind if I ask you a few questions? Trying to look into the attack myself. I see. I do appreciate your help, but I'm not sure I want to get wrapped up in that whole situation myself. Oh, you'll be fine. Real jiffy, I promise. Full disclosure here, we're acting on the authority of a certain intelligence department. Well, you don't mean the CID? Let's just say I got the big boys on speed dial. Wait, what is he talking about? He's very good at searching the truth. He's not technically lying, but... Ahem. Well, I suppose it won't kill me. What do you want to ask about? Right, so we're looking into this band of Jaegers that flew through town maybe 10ish days ago. We're thinking they might have come back recently. You seen anything that fits their description? Yeah, actually, I do recall bumping into a shady woman loitering around here. She was in the area, alone, on my patrol 3 nights ago. I saw her again the following night. That has to be her. You said she was alone? She was, yeah, I found that strange myself. And that too, you only showed up at night made her even more suspicious. I see. Do you know what her motive might have been? I can't say for certain. None of the villagers reported assault or stolen goods at the time. And it's not unheard of for Jaegers to stop here for supplies. I didn't see any criminal intent in her behavior, suspicious though it was. Fair enough. I guess she stands out just by being a Jaeger, even if she ain't causing trouble. What we do know now is that she came back twice well after her unit came through. Just got back from a hunt, and I heard the news. You telling me monsters attacked the bus? Yeah, it was running by the village and it just got jumped. We fought them off though, no injuries to the passengers. Good, good. They were lucky to have you there. Something about that attack rubs me the wrong way. I noticed the monsters were acting all sorts of weird out on my own hunts. Oh, you've seen them firsthand? What specifically was strange about them? So I run into these packs of wolves around the village sometimes, and I noticed them getting a lot more territorial recently. I can't really call it violent or aggressive though. It feels like something else. So the monsters are on edge? Or otherwise acting up? That's what I'm noticing, yeah. It doesn't feel like anger, it feels like fear. I don't know what could be rattling them so hard though, they hadn't been causing trouble until now. You all watch yourselves out there, huh? Don't mean to nag you though, don't you need me to remind you? Oh no, by all means, thank you for the warning. Take care on your hunts. So does that mean? Maybe. We don't know for sure that the wolves that hounded the bus are acting the same way. All we know, it could have been something else. But that's a good guess, so let's keep it in mind.
Alright, let's go monster hunting. To the highway we go.
Shouldn't we talk to some more people before we head out?
Nah, we've gotten every scrap of info they have to give.
Okay, sounds
I
like...
hope that bus makes it back safe and sound.
Steve, you stole my bike, the bastard! Are you alright? Yeah, I'm okay. This guy came walking up to me just now. Made a wave, but I couldn't really catch his face. He muttered something about needing to get away in a hurry, and then he nicked my bike. Son of a... It's more than a bike to me. He's gonna pay for this. That's just incorrigible. Vaughn, we should give chase. But wait, wouldn't this count as a job? Do we need to get an agreement first? Normally this would be police work. Normally. But who knows how long their response time might be. They're right here and they're not. Yo, got a sec? We're a group called Arkwright Solutions. I can get your bike back for a price. What kind of price? Oh, you're the ones who saved the bus from its monsters, aren't you? Then yes, please, I'll hire you. That bike means the world to me. We've crisscrossed the whole country together on my fishing trips. If you can catch up to him and get it back, then I'll pay you whatever you want. I don't have much, but I won't have anything without my bike. That's done. Well, was thinking about scouring the highway anyway. Convenient little excuse we've got here. Let's hit the road, gang. Might still be able to catch him on foot. Okay. Let's be off.
Well, we're on the clock now.
Okay. This road is surrounded by so much natural beauty. and the air is so crisp and fresh. It's too bad the monsters here and there are spoiling such lovely scenery. On the plus side, they don't seem as riled up as they did when they attacked that bus. As long as we don't go out to, as long as we don't go out of our way to provoke them, I don't think there'll be a problem. I agree. Just beware that could change all at any moment. I don't think enough time's passed since the bus incident for us to let our guards down here stay alert. We will. Okay, there are 4 enemies and 7 chests.
Ooh, a treasure chest!
Charge attack available.
One more.
There! Assist done! You're exposed!
Heh.
I can live with this.
Nice job, Agnes.
You too.
Right!
Okay, and then the Tira Ball is...
Beginning combat. Your charge attack's ready, you know. A boost would work here.
There we go!
A chance.
Use a sharp
This'll
if you're
hurt.
activating skill.
I'll dice you up. They're down. All you, Agnes.
What should I do?
Certain arts will be more effective.
For the best! Mary!
Activating skill.
No! Hey, that one felt pretty good. You did wonderful, Fairy.
Activating shards. A boost would work here.
Going all in.
Target locked! You're trapped! Then! There we go!
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You kick butt, Van! Right there!
Activating shards. A boost would work here.
This'll hurt!
Going all in.
There you are! I'll take you on!
Boost level maximum strength.
Flames protect us!
Activating skill.
They're stunned!
Sucker. A chance. Eat this. Here goes.
Activating drive!
Boost level maximum strength. Activating skill.
Yeah! It's for the best! Mary!
Eat this.
There! Praise Arusha and the flames. You did wonderful, Fairy.
2.7, not bad.
Huh, looks like a chest.
I do have to eventually get a ×4 bonus. From what I saw, there's an easier one in Chapter 2.
No
so that's
hostile
what I'm
targets
going for.
detected.
I'm on it. Activating shards.
Have some more.
Activating skill. Here's some extra. A chance.
now. This'll hurt. Take that! All you on, yes?
Activating drive. It should be safe for now.
Nice job, Agnes.
Activating shards.
Activating drive. Time to go all out.
Zypher activate.
Perfect chance.
A boost would work here.
Ha, yeah. There we go.
There!
Ha!
Here goes.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
This'll hurt.
Keep it up. It's working.
Take that! They're stunned! All you on, yes?
Activating skill.
You're open. I can live with this. You were a great help, Agnes. Ha, yeah.
Your charge attack's ready for now.
Now, let's finish the job.
Why? Oh well.
Activating shards. Energy output at maximum.
This'll hurt. I'll dice you up!
A chance!
Initializing drive.
There! Perfect chance! Zypher, activate! Activating drive!
Going all in.
What should I do? Here I come! Ha! There! A chance!
Eat this!
Here goes!
Activating skill.
That's how it goes.
Cool.
I'm powered up!
Beginning combat.
Looks like the gang's all here. I'm on! There!
Show me what you're really capable of!
Take this out!
I'll take it from here!
Unleashing Shard Strike. Boost level maximum strength.
Activating drive! Activating drive! Yeah! There!
So, what's the verdict? Find anything
Hey,
strange?
That one felt pretty good.
You did perfect, Fairy.
Nope, nothing that fit the hunter's description anyway. Let's try searching around just a little more.
Okay, secret.
Right!
The enemy's too far.
Let's get to work.
Yeah!
I'm on it.
Don't forget about your charge attack!
Take the sun.
The chance
You
to
snooze,
deploy
you
shards!
lose. This'll hurt.
Activating skill!
I'll dice you up. All you on, yes?
There!
Have some more.
I can live.
How many types of enemies? 16? Okay, good. So I've got all of
With
them in the
this,
area.
you were a great help on, yes? That looks like a nice chest. An enemy mob. Want to clear him out? Lancing battle. Proceed with caution. Don't forget about your charge attack.
You snooze, you lose.
Full boost. Go all out.
This'll hurt. A chance.
Activating
Time for the
skill.
main event. Fans alive, raid!
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
Nice. That went great.
You're a true professional, Van. Arts attacks advised.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Look out! Keep it up.
Cypher
It's
activate.
working.
Oh wow, there's a lot of them.
Won't give up. That was lousy.
There. A chance.
I've got this.
Boost gauge limit increased.
Certain arts will work better. Keep it up. It's working. Activating drive.
There.
Here goes. Good luck.
Bring it on.
I've got this.
Boost gauge limit increased.
Activating drive. There.
Hit him fast, Barry. Eat this.
You won't get away with this. Keep it up. It's working. Engaging shield.
A chance. Got a whole slew of them.
Activating drive.
Hit him fast, Barry.
A chance.
Eat this. They're down.
I'll take you on. Full boost. Go all out. Activating
Time for
skill.
the main event.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
All you on, yes.
Boost level maximum strength.
Going all in.
Flames.
Like hell you are.
Yeah.
Hit him fast, Barry.
There. Here goes.
Going all in.
Flames. What should I do?
Pull out all the stops.
There. Here's some extra.
Phew, that was harder than I expected. These decent amount of XP though.
Huh, looks like a chest.
I'm on it. Show him what you're really capable of. Combat over. Processing data. Arts attacks advised. We can win right now. Battle's finished. Let's hurry on ahead.
Okay. Chest. I keep in 1. Investigate. Do you think this is the man's stolen bicycle? That's what I put my money on. It sure wasn't here when we passed in the truck. It looks to be partially damaged, unfortunately. But at least we can recover it for him. Now I'm just curious what happened to the man who stole it. Yeah, the owner told us the thief said he went needing to run away from something, didn't he? So why would he just start it here? I'm guessing something happened that they weren't counting on. This might be a peaceful area, but there's still monsters around. It ain't hard to guess what could have happened. That sounded like a wolf howling. I can sense a bunch of monsters around a single point a little ways away. Do you think that bicycle thief is under attack? Could be. Let's get a move on in the direction we heard that howl from. I think we need to speak with the thief before we can call this case closed. Let's hurry. What did I complete? "15 plugins procured." Oh, that's nice. Ah, 16. Okay. There's an EP charge. So I.
Ooh, a treasure chest!
Like event number 2, and then we'll grab the last 2 chests. Rough. Well, this is a mess. It looks like they're fighting over who gets to eat him. Well, who are you? Oh, like I care who you are. Just help me, please. They just came at me all of a sudden. They're gonna have me for. Keep your voice down. You'll just provoke them. Eat! Are you okay? Not more wolves. There's something off about them. Oh, half the wolves just ran away. It looks like the other half aren't going back down so easily though. Something's really got them in a frenzy. And just look at how red their eyes are. I want to know what's happened to make them this way, but they aren't going to wait for us to find out. At least we don't have to deal with as many of them as I thought. Let's do this.
Give me your worst. You'll pay for that.
Full boost! Go all out! Give them your
Time for the main event. Vandalize! Raid!
Boost and trigger unlocked!
Energy output at maximum. Activating skill.
Have some more.
That wasn't enough. Aw.
I'll take you on!
Initializing drive.
All you on yet?
skill.
Sucker!
A chance! There!
Sucker!
I'm stronger than ever!
Okay, cool. Here, that takes care of them. I apologize if I'm wrong, but did you recently steal a bicycle? If you did, we'd like to ask you a few questions. Yeah, that's me. Go ahead. I'm not going to try and fight you. What was that? Between the wolves that attacked that bus and the ones we just had to fight, something's definitely not right here. It's like they're being controlled by fear somehow. Bah, I just can't put my finger on it. Are you alright, Bob? You still haven't questioned our suspect. Oh, right. We're Arkwright Solutions. We're here on behalf of a guy who had his bike stolen. We managed to recover it, but I don't think just getting it back is going to satisfy our client. Why'd you steal it at all? Come on, fess up. What? Don't play dumb with me. There's no way you're here on behalf of that guy. He came to Creole to shake some mirror out to me, didn't you? What are you talking about? You know him, Bob? Nope, never even met him before. What's going on? What? That's what I want to know. Then you're not a debt collector from the companies I owe money to? Really? Nope, we're Archive Solutions, like I just said. I'm not going to say we never do debt collection work, but we haven't been asked to come for you, that's for sure. Oh, ideal, such a relief. I did all that for nothing. So the reason you stole that bicycle was because you assumed Vaughn was a debt collector? Yeah, I've borrowed a lot of money from a bunch of different places over the years. It's gone to the point where I'm too deep in to get out. So I figured my only hope was to flee abroad. That's how I ended up on that bus. But I saw you as soon as you arrived in Creole, and I could tell you were a pro. I was convinced you had to be someone who'd come to collect my debts. After that, I was just looking for an opportunity to stay as far away as possible. And when that opportunity presented itself, you stole some guy's bike and rode off. Only to get surrounded by monsters immediately after. Well, I'm glad we were able to clear up that misunderstanding between us. How about we go back to the village for now, then? There's no guarantee that more monsters won't come for us, and we need to return that bicycle to its owner. I think that's a good idea. Don't try and run away from us again, you hear? I won't. I doubt I could even escape you guys even if I wanted to. Then off we go!
No enemies found.
Okay. There are 2 more chests before we return. So let's grab them.
Ooh, a treasure chest!
Rot, and then there's a secret mask.
Messing battle. Proceed with caution. Show 'em what you're really capable of. Combat over. Processing data.
Huh, looks like a chest.
Secret mask. How do I want to handle this?
Take the sun.
Now, let's make the
Like
first
that,
pass.
deploy shards.
Give 'em your all. Here's some extra.
Hit him fast, Fairy.
No! And yes!
Activating skill.
Have some more.
I can live with this. You were a great help on this.
Okay. Now what? 50 boost, 50 S boost moves, and 50 hit chain. Cool. Hey, is everyone alright? Kyle, I didn't expect you to leave the village. You really were sweating over that bike, huh? Though I'd be the same if it was my truck, so I can't say I don't get how you feel. I think that about sums up all that happened. Your bicycle is now officially back in your hands, even if it is a little worse for wear. Hughes, thank you so much. I'm just happy to have her back. I'm glad we were able to help you. Alright, I need to ask about how much you charge. I hope I've got enough to cover your costs. If it'll cost more than about 20,000 mura, I might need to pay in installments. We don't charge anywhere near that. We're not here to rip you off, you know. We're a little more expensive than the Bracer Guild, but we only charge for time spent in necessary expenses. Really? What a relief. You're clearly really good at what you do, so I thought you charged an arm and a leg. I'll make sure to wire you your money later then. Right, then it's time to talk about what to do about our friend here. How do you want us to handle this? If you got any requests, we're all ears. I really am sorry for stealing it. It was all just a stupid misunderstanding on my part. I know, how about I pay these guys in your place? It might take me a while to gather the money, though. So please give the guy a break. Well, if he means what he says, my heart says to forgive him. It feels like he shouldn't get off almost completely scot-free after stealing someone's property, though. You don't have any good ideas on what to do in a situation like this, do you? Oh, no. Oh, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I know how we'd handle it as warriors, but I know it's not the same here. How about we have him sign some kind of legally binding document? I suspect there's an even better way of handling this, though. You're dealing with a guy who's already on the run from his debts. If we go soft on him, he's not going to take this seriously. One option is to just hand him in to the authorities and do this by the book. Kinda bugged me to leave the client's bike damaged too. That's not fair on him at all. Maybe we could have the C4 here in town to raise the money to repair it? Put him to work. Normally I'd say we should hand him over to the authorities. But how does making him pay for the bike's repair sound to you? You know I don't have that kind of mirror, right? Or any at all for that matter. Sure, that's why you'll be working in the village to earn it. Well, that does sound good. That way he'll have time to reflect on what he did, and I won't have to shell out Mira for repairs. But I feel like I'll be causing trouble for the people here with this solution. I'll help smooth things over with them, don't worry. Oh, and don't even think about using this as a chance to escape, buddy. If you try that, I'll contact the cops for those debt collectors you got, and you'll never be able to go out in public again. Gah! I guess this is how things got to be. Man, I never should have stolen that bike. We should make our way back to the village now, then. Hey, you guys. Oh, did you have business outside the village? Yeah, but we got it all wrapped up now. How's the bus holding up? Well, it's nothing that can't be fixed, but it'll take us the rest of the day to get it up and running again. Thankfully, my supervisors are understanding. They said we can head back tomorrow morning. Still, I'm sorry about this whole situation. You said you were headed to some country called Romaferia, right? Yeah, and it's not exactly a stone's throw away from here. And I really don't want to make the trip at night, so we had to make lodging arrangements for all the passengers. Oh, really? How'd you work that out? I didn't think the inn had enough rooms for everyone. We actually have a village hall where people can stay in an emergency. I'm letting the passengers stay there tonight free of charge. That's really nice of you. I'm sure they're all breathing a sigh of relief. Yeah, we owe him big time, and our company isn't about to let that debt go unpaid. Speaking of which, they also agreed to pay you too. They'll wire the mirror to you soon. They might have already done it by now. Nice. Appreciate the business, my man. And if you ever find yourself in another jam, just give us a ring. Oh yeah, there was something else I wanted to run by you. And what might that be? Okay.
Mission accomplished! Great job, you guys!
Mira deposit confirmed.
Alright. We're making headway in our investigation. We now know for sure that Adia was here 3 days ago. Not only that, but she was also spotted the following day. We also learned that the monsters around here are acting strange. Yeah, don't know what to make of that yet. I feel like the puzzle pieces are coming together, but we're still a few short to the full picture. We'll worry about that later, though. It's about time we head on back to the inn. But what? We're staying here? There's no way Ida's still in the village. Shouldn't we be out there looking for her? In the dark? Not tonight. There's no telling where she might have gone, and I'm not about to go on a wild goose chase. She could be in Remoferia, Ored, North Highlands, the list goes on. Besides, I'm catching a whiff of something in it, ain't the Gillette? Something smells fishy here. What do you mean exactly? Are you talking about the monsters? Yes, he is. Well, yeah, they're part of it too. Anyway, you got to be prepared to head back to the capital tomorrow, Agnes, with or without us. Yes, I know. I'll take a look at the best schedule soon. But first, we should check in at the inn. Good idea. The passengers aren't staying there, so they should have an open room or two. Well, here we are. I'm sorry that we didn't have more than one room for you all. Oh no, that's on us. We should have thought to book 2 rooms in advance. Those beds look super comfy. It's like they're inviting me to climb in, curl up, and conk out. We're thinking about eating at around 7. I'll have one of those sweet cadets. Coming right up. I'll be sure you get the finest we have. In the meantime, please make yourselves comfortable. It's not like we had any other choice. Besides, Fairy's here too, so it's going to be fine. Yes, totally fine. You okay, Agnes? Are you feeling a little under the weather? No, I'm perfectly fine. Never been better. Anyway, the plan was to gather a little bit more information before dinner, right? Then there's no time to waste. Let's drop our luggage here and get back to work. Huh? Oh, okay. Should we start with the old guy at the general store? Sure, sounds good.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Okay, I have an appointment, so we're gonna save and return to this later. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye.